on Kumite Radio is a double dose. Sayat on the right side and Rafael Fiziev on the left side. What's going on, guys?
All good. Thank you
All
for
good,
having us. Yeah.
A lot of stuff going on with Rafael in the past year. We know that he's got some big fight coming up, but let's talk about the last 6 months or so. Last May, he was scheduled to fight at Road FC 47 versus a Chinese opponent. He had to pull out, because of visa issues. Then he was set to appear on Dana White's Tuesday Night Contender series over the summer, but he was pulled again. What happened with that situation?
Вот расскажи про последние полгода. Говорит, ты сначала должен был вроде собираться, потом в Америку. Что там случилось? Почему боится?
Yeah, bro. This year for me, too much bad. This year for me, 2 fight cancel. It's shit. У меня, короче, сейчас настроение жестко из-за этого, но я сейчас рад. It's shit now, but now I'm happy. I have fight again in стране, я родился.
Yeah, in the country where he was born, you have an opportunity to fight. So yeah, it's good.
In this country, have many friends, have my family.
Yeah, his relatives in Kazakhstan. So and it's close to his current hometown, Bishkek. It's only like a few hours by car. So a lot of people gonna come over there and support. And regarding his visa, when he was supposed to fight in China, like the documents for visa weren't complete, so he was missing one invitation letter, so he was refused the visa, and then he was denied a U.S. visa, and now it's like getting a common situation for fighters from Russian region, like in most countries, a lot of people don't get a visa, so it's politics stuff he cannot control. So he was mood kind of was down, but now he gotta have a fight scheduled.
That opportunity to fight in front of Dana White, because Dana White already knows who you are. All you need to do is go there and fight for him, and then win. That's basically it. How disappointed were you when you got pulled from that fight?
Сколько ты был разочарован, когда ты потерял шанс?
Я до сих пор разочарован. I'm still разочарован.
Still disappointed,
Yeah. When I see for my opponent fight, this fight in Contender, I say, oh, if I go to this fight, I show good show, but like this.
So actually, when his visa was denied, when he came back home, he said to his wife that he have no meaning in his life anymore because he lost his chance. And after he watched Joey Gomez's performance on Contender, he became even more disappointed because he knew it would have been like easy win for him.
Has it been difficult for you to get booked for fights throughout the whole year?
Тяжело ли было тебе найти другие поединки?
No, мы первый бой этот же, да? Мы пробовали себе организацию.
Actually, like he was hoping for like a short notice replacement for UFC show because he was already on a UFC radar. So we were hoping maybe if you're gonna do Moscow, if someone will pull out, and then there was show in China this weekend, and then Adelaide, but it didn't work out. So we decided that he needed to get a fight. He cannot like wait for UFC for too long. And actually, a lot of promotion interested in him, and but time-wise, this one was perfect. Being in Kazakhstan, being broadcasted on UFC Fight Pass, it's all like good stuff.
Yeah, a lot of benefits to that fight coming up. We'll get to that soon. I saw that recently you made a trip to Kazakhstan. How was your trip, and did you do any training out there with the local fighters?
Да, в Киргизстан ездил, это, типа, как поездка была, или тренировался,
Yeah. No, but no, I not train in my country. I go just relax, you know. I train in Tiger every day, you know. Come to gym morning and go to home, sleep afternoon, you know. And I go to
sleep in a gym.
Yeah,
every day.
Every day sleep in a gym, brother. In a cage, you know.
Yeah.
And I go to my country just relax, you know, sit at home with family.
When you went home, were you able to like really release and not think about fighting? And was it good for you?
Yeah. I not think about fighting, just relax, you know. More motivation, you know. When I come back to Tiger, I have more motivation for training, for fights, fight life.
What have you been doing other than training to keep yourself busy for the last year?
Чем ты себя еще, кроме тренировок, чем ты себя занимал?
Ничем. No, only training, teaching, training every day, same.
And sleeping in the cage. I see people catching you sleeping in the cage all the time now.
It's funny.
All right. Titan FC 51. You're facing Nurzhan, Tutkaev. What do you know about your opponent?
Yeah, I watch his fight in YouTube. This good guy have good boxing and southpaw. Dangerous, but I don't like fight with guys from Kyrgyzstan, Kazakhstan, and Russian because if he's have record 5-0 or 5-1, 5-2, but I know he's have many amount of fights, you know. Because we fight in my country, we fight maybe 1 month, 3 times in championships, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And have many fights to amount. And I see, and when I watch his fight, I think, oh yeah, he have many amount of fights. And he's strong, he is dangerous, but I ready.
You're going back to Kazakhstan. You're born there, right? You say you have a lot of family. It must feel good to go back and fight in front of everybody, like even your friends, right?
Maybe you know, I don't like fighting home, you know.
Mm-hmm.
In my life, I fight every time I fight in outside my country, and I don't like fight in my country. Sometimes I fight in my country and feel no good, you know, because have many
a lot of pressure, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So he preferred to fight outside of.
But now I hungry to fight. I not see that this. Я не смотрю сейчас на эту ситуацию, типа голодный.
But now he don't see it as an obstacle, like because he's hungry to fight. Doesn't matter where.
Has 1 year not fighting, not competing, made you like build up so much, maybe anger a little bit?
Что год не дрался, ты накопил злость, еще что-то.
Yeah. Have many anger, but have many. Типа много, короче. Всякой фигни, короче, накопилось.
Yeah, a lot of stuff. He went through a lot of stuff, and it's all kind of on his shoulder, and he's ready to release it in the cage.
What changes has he made to his training with this fight coming up?
Какие изменения в тренировочном процессе ты добавил?
No, I change. You know, brother. When I ready to fight, I training every time same. You know, same. But when I fight in Muay Thai or K1, I have 2 Rafael or 1 Rafael. You know, only aggressive Rafael. Go forward, more punching, and don't stop. You know, when I fight in Muay Thai and K1. But when I fight in MMA, I have three Rafael. I have aggressive Rafael who go forward, don't stop. Have Rafael counter puncher, and have Rafael more, you know, game, you know, more creative, you know. And some I change this every time, you know. You see my first fight in Road FC, I do only aggressive. Second fight, I try counter punching, and maybe next fight I show another.
Next fight, wrestler will turn up.
Last time we talked, you talked about wrestling and you've been focusing on wrestling, and how better have you become at wrestling over the last year?
Сколько ты лучше стал в борьбе за Как ты считаешь, что лучше стал в борьбе за
Ну да, по чуть-чуть.
He's saying he's improved in wrestling, but his wrestling was already like on a decent level. Just people don't see it in a fight, but the stuff he can do in the gym, you know, he's a complete fighter who's ready for UFC. So he's, but also even though he didn't fight last year, he made a lot of improvement, like you know, little things, you know, switching his style, adapting different stance, different rhythm. So he was developing a lot.
At Tiger, you always have people coming in and out. You got big names coming in, training. Does it keep it more exciting for you to go to training every day because you know somebody new might come in?
Потому что в Тайгере постоянно кто-то новый, хороший приезжает, теперь это как бы является такой мотивацией, чтобы ты принял что-то новое.
Yeah, brother. Yes, when someone come to the gym, you know, star or UFC fighter or another, and yes, every time I think, oh, I need to go, I need to try maybe wrestling with him, maybe a little fighting with him, you know. This give me a, ну, типа, хочется пойти, посмотреть,
Yeah,
попробовать.
just little extra motivation to go out there and compare his level with guys who's already known.
Has there been any fighter that has come in and you train with them and you're like, whoa, this guy is really, really good, that surprised you?
Был ли кто-то, кто реально с ним тренировался, ты прям удивился, насколько он хороший, насколько он сильный?
Yeah, brother, I have one guy. He's very crazy, very strong. He's Lucas Barbosa. He's jiu-jitsu. I think you know him, yeah?
Yes.
He's wrestling with Fabricio Verdon last time. And I roll with him to jiu-jitsu. Okay. He kicked my ass, you know, in grappling. He killed me, but he's so strong, very good jiu-jitsu, you know.
He's, I think, pound for pound #1 in gi and no gi in the world now, so it shows a lot.
And I shock it after training, you know. Oh, I think I first time come to training, you know, in my life when he running with me. It's crazy.
Yeah, but he's also a heavyweight though, right?
Yeah, he's a heavier guy, but he's very good technique, you know, very complete on the ground, very strong fighter.
Yeah, it must have been fun because, yeah, like you said, he is considered the pound for pound best grappler in the world. So now, what is your plans for the next year? You know, this fight is December 21st. After this, what do you expect to do? Are you going to just be on standby for the UFC? Is that what your plans are?
Какие планы на следующий год?
First, my plan, I want work with Sayed now. I want second contract with him, you know, and I want this my manager, you know, because I have now another manager, and I want now finish with him, you know, and start with Sayed. And this is my first plan now. And after, you know what we do, because you know, big boss, you know everything.
So yeah, let's see how this fight plays out, and then we'll be open to many opportunities.
All right. Titan FC 51, December 21st in Kazakhstan. Rafael Fiziev, thank you for your time. It's always good talking to you. And your English is so much better than it was last time. You're like amazing me every time I talk to you.
Next time you don't need me, you just call him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.